Leinster going in up of 2025. And they're off, and a really level break. Emian is driven along, but didn't get away too badly for him. Out wide, Charging Thunder going forward. Last year's winner Zoffee with Leinster with the white blaze. Morning Air on the inside and the red black stars. Out wider is Divine Comedy. Widest of all is Caballo De Mar going right up with the leaders from East India Dock and Hot Fuss. Then Charging Thunder now shuffled back into about 8th place, just ahead of Emian on the inside. Spirit Mixer behind these, and they are tracked by Who's Glen and Duke of Oxford, and then back in the field to Bashful Boy and Vaguely Royal, and Dawn Rising is the early, very early back marker as Leinster and Ryan Moore now take it up. Running along the side of the course, it's Leinster for the Joseph O'Brien team that leads. Caballo De Mar in the orange jacket on the outside. Zoffee remains close with East India Dock and Morning Air, and then Divine Comedy out wide. Charging Thunder is caught wide as well, followed by Hot Fuss and Emian, and then behind these is Spirit Mixer. Hughes Glen is on the inside in the white jacket, followed by Duke of Oxford, then Bashful Boy, Vaguely Royal, Dawn Rising. Heading down the back straight, Leinster just inclined to get a bit keen in the lead here. Leinster leading under a tight hold from Ryan Moore. In second, Caballo De Mar on the outside of Zoffee. Then close up is Divine Comedy towards the outside of other runners. East India Dock in the yellow with the black striped sleeves. On the inside is Morning Air. Then Charging Thunder still taking the scenic route from Hot Fuss behind these. Emian on the inside from Spirit Mixer. Who's Glen, Duke of Oxford, Bashful Boy, Vaguely Royal, and 2 lengths last to Dawn Rising. Looks a very ordinary gallop as they head left-handed now and coming towards the end of a circuit of the course, and Leinster being held together in front but pulling hard. Caballo De Mar is second, Zoffee on the inside, then Divine Comedy on the outside of East India Dock. Back on the inside in the red black stars is Morning Air, followed through on the inside by Emian, last year's runner-up. Hot Fuss alongside and Charging Thunder. Then Who's Glen is back on the inside from Spirit Mixer, Duke of Oxford. The last 3, Vaguely Royal, Bashful Boy, and finally just slightly detached Dawn Rising. A circuit left to go in the Ladbrokes Chester Cup. Leinster leads the way by a length and a half. 2 on the outside, Caballo De Mar in a good position. So too Zoffee, last year's winner, on the inside running rail. They're tracked by Divine Comedy, East India Dock and Morning Air as they swing along the side of the course once again. Charging Thunder remains out wide. Emian just in behind the leaders still, with Who's Glen and Hot Fuss in amongst them in the blue and yellow stars sleeves. Who's Glen round the inside of Duke of Oxford and Spirit Mixer, and the pace just looks to be lifting, and it just looks as though Ryan Moore is allowing Leinster to stride on a little bit more now as they head down the back straight towards the rear. Still Dawn Rising nudged along to little of a veil at the moment. Bashful Boy at the back of the field with Vaguely Royal. Down the back it's still Leinster from Caballo De Mar. On the inside is Zoffee, East India Dock, Divine Comedy out wide, still wide, Charging Thunder. Then on the inside is Morning Air, followed by Duke of Oxford and Hot Fuss in the leading 7 or 8 as they continue their journey and now head towards the 3 furlong marker. And Leinster has led most of the way. Caballo De Mar is poised to challenge the well handicapped Caballo De Mar. Then Zoffee on the inside. East India Dock is being called on for an effort. Out wide, Charging Thunder running a big race. Then Divine Comedy, Emian and Morning Air. Leinster by a half length to Caballo De Mar, who's travelling really strongly for Callum Shepherd. East India Dock now off the inside and tries to come with a run from Zoffee. Down inside the final furlong and a half, Leinster far side. Caballo De Mar takes it up. East India Dock is staying on very gamely though down the outside and finding an extra gear, and East India Dock comes sweeping on by Caballo De Mar to win. Up for the Cup, up for the Chester Cup. It's East India Dock, and Harry Davies wins it again from Caballo De Mar in second place as they cross the line. In behind the front runners, Leinster, who made so much of the running, late headway from Who's Glen, Bashful Boy as well. But it's East India Dock from Caballo De Mar.